In this video, we will discuss certain commonsensical knowledge, certain tricks which you can apply to solve prelims questions. And this I have applied in the exam condition in prelims 2023 paper. Utilizing this, you will at least enhance your marks by 15 to 20 at least. And that can be a game changer. Nobody can qualify prelims solely based on the knowledge. If you are a very good student, you can solve 20 to 25 question or 30 question correctly based solely on the knowledge. Rest you have to apply your common sense, logic, etc. So let's start. The first thing is always use common sense and logic. If you have any pre-existing knowledge of a question, then it's fine. If you do not have, use common sense and logic to deduce the answer. For example, there was a question which says, which one of the following makes a tool with a stick to scrape insects from a hole in a tree or a log of wood? The option says fishing cat, orangutan, otter, sloth bear. Now, making a stick and then scraping insects from a hole is something which is done by humans. So any animal which is close to human can do this thing. Fishing cat can do, otter can do, sloth bear can do, certainly not. Orangutan is close to humans, have humanly features, can apply his hands, can walk and use his hands as well to make tools and remove the insects. So with the use of common sense, you can easily solve this question and many others. Second is put yourself in the examiner's shoes. Examiner has to make a question. In that certain statements he has to put that is wrong. So he will do certain things to make it wrong. Okay. So if you will keep yourself in the examiner's shoes, you will get certain times many clues. For example, there is a question which says, consider the following statements. Statement 1 says, ballistic missiles are jet propelled at subsonic speeds throughout their flights, while cruise missiles are rocket powered only in the initial phase of flight. Okay. Second is, Agni 5 is a medium range supersonic cruise missile, while BrahMos is a solid fueled intercontinental ballistic missile. Now, which of the given statements given always are correct? Okay. What the examiner have done, they have just interchanged the definition of ballistic missile as well as cruise missile. Also, the example they have interchanged. So, if you will come in the shoes of examiner, your way will become correct in at least 5 to 6 questions. That can make a huge difference. The third thing is, humble words indicate mostly correct statements. What are the humble words? The use of humble words like some, can be, possible in a question often indicates that the statement is correct, because there is high probability for something to be correct if it is written can be, some, possible. I will give you 2 examples for it. The first is, example 1 says, some mushrooms have medicinal properties, some mushrooms have psychoactive properties, some mushrooms have insecticidal properties, and some mushrooms have bioluminescent properties. It is possible that some mushrooms will have these properties. So all of these statements were correct. Second, I will show you in example 2 is, consider the following statements. Statement 1 says, Israel has established diplomatic relations with some Arab states. There is huge probability that Israel must have established diplomatic relation with at least one country. If it is one country also, then it satisfies some, and this statement was also correct. The third thing is, third option example I am giving you of humble statement is, with the reference to central digital currencies, consider the following statements. First statement says, it is possible to make payment in digital currency without using US dollar SWIFT system. Yes, possible, humble statement, there is chance. Second is, a digital currency can be distributed with a condition programmed into it, such as time frame for spending it. Can be, yeah, there is high chance. Both these statements were correct. Now, read statements containing data twice. This is another trick. If there is data written, it is easy to manipulate. If it is 15%, I will write 12%. If I am examiner, I have to make certain statements wrong. So there is high chance that I will make certain data wrong easily rather than making statements. Like, with reference to Earth's atmosphere, which one of the following statement is correct? The option A says the total amount of insolation received at the equator is roughly about 10 times of that received at the poles. Again a data. Second option says infrared rays constitute roughly 2/3 of insolation. Even if it says roughly, again data can be easily manipulated. So if you would have utilized this technique or common sense, you could have easily eliminated option A and B. You would be left with two options in this question. There are many questions of economy which you can solve through this. Then extreme statements are often incorrect. Extreme statements क्या होते हैं? The words containing nowhere, none of them, always, mandatorily, altogether, rapidly, only. These are all extreme words. If they are in the question, you have to be very vigilant. There is high chance that these statements may be wrong. I will give you example. Example 1 is with reference to coal-based thermal power plant in India. Consider the following statements. None of them uses water. None of them is set up in water stressed district. None of them is privately owned. All of these are extreme and all three were wrong. Second example is consider the following statements regarding mercury pollution. In this question, the first statement says gold mining activity is a source of mercury pollution in the world. Generic statement can be correct. Coal-based thermal power plants cause mercury pollution. There is high probability. There is no known safe level of exposure to mercury. No known safe level. Again, an extreme statement. There is high chance of being it wrong, and it was wrong. Okay. So you have to identify logical fallacies. You have to interconnect statements. And again, I am giving a recap. Use common sense and logic while you are solving the question. Second is put yourself in the examiner's shoes. Third is humble words indicate correct statements mostly. Read statements containing data twice. If you are confident that it is correct, then only mark it correct, otherwise mark it wrong. Extreme statements are often incorrect. Utilize these methods and I am sure your marks will increase at least 15 to 20, which can be a game changer, which can give you a ticket to mains examination. Thank you very much. Take care. Best wishes.